It's Danny up here at 806 Games. So we thought we might go over something that was very close to my heart as a customer when I first walked in here, and it was the bin. The NES bin, there's something about digging through it to me and making eye contact with the person on the other side, hoping to find the game you want before they find it too. Always really cool stuff in the bin. Never super expensive, but you might find stuff that you've never played before. Dragon Warrior, that's a big one that's always in the bin typically. Great RPG. It goes by really quick, but it's also a good learning RPG if you've never played one before. Love that game. The Adventures of Lolo. The game's got a kill switch. It's wild because if you can actually mess up and then you have to kill poor little Lolo and start over again. But it's a great puzzle game. It keeps you occupied. Double Dragon 2, great soundtrack, great 2-player beat 'em up. I've loved this since I was a little kid, and you always gotta love how someone's like written their name on the cart. Don't do that, kids. Pinball Quest. It's a pinball game with RPG elements. If you've never played this before, it's worth a pickup just to give it a shot. You might find that you like it. Blaster Master, great game, great overhead shooting. You're trying to save your frog with a tank. I mean, you can't beat that. Kung Fu, very underrated game, pretty straightforward. You walk left to right, kicking snakes, kicking people, just generally just kicking butt. The Immortal, this is also on Sega. The Sega version isn't edited like the Nintendo version, but it's a fun game, kind of trial and error. This game will own you if you let it. Don't let it own you. You should own it though. Joust, classic, not much to say about Joust. Riding birds, they drop eggs, you pick up the eggs, rinse, repeat. The levels change, it just gets harder and harder. Great game, great 2-player game. Legendary Wings, it's a shmup, shoot 'em up. I know everybody, fights over what you call these, but get yourself a joystick, maybe a beer. Legendary Wings, good shooter. 2-player. Gradius, I probably play this at least once a month at home. Classic grandfather shooter. This one's great. You just got to learn how to control your power-ups. Shadowgate. It's a point-and-click adventure game. I remember renting this as a kid. Couldn't get past the opening area, although I lied to friends and said I could, and then I finally figured it out, but you had to punch a rock to drop a key. This game will also just kill you mercilessly. Fun time. Dino Ricky. It's a shooter. Technically, it's a shmup. You're walking up, but you can jump. Little cave dude just beating up dinosaurs, and who doesn't love beating up dinosaurs? And Alien Syndrome, that's another good one. It's one of these Tengen carts. Look into the history of these. There's a lot of crazy history behind what Atari did to actually make these happen. This is a great, just gross, icky shooter from the arcade that very much ripped off Alien. Chest burster. But yeah, this is one that would gross your mom out if she caught you playing it. So definitely come by and check out the bin. I still find myself digging through it from time to time. 5701 Slide Road, come check us out, man.